Hello survivors, welcome back to another Godslayer Arena video. It's been a while since we played the game, but there was an update to their demo. There's still a demo unfortunately, but we're going to get straight into it and we're going to see what's new. Some of the things are, there's a whole lot of new spells, there's a whole lot of new, just a whole lot of new everything technically. So we're going to skip the tutorial part of the game. But the most important thing for me, and the reason why I actually coming back to the game for one or two rounds, is because they've added minions into the game. So already the first skill that we've got a summon staff over here, where it has the summoner trait there, where it says minions spawned by summoners spells deal more damage. It's also a twilight spell and an arcana spell. It's passive, projectile, and a refill, so your mana orb fills the spell multiple times before proceeding to the next spell. And then it says your buff spell generate 2% more mana per active minion, and then you summon an enchanted staff and it has refill 1. So this is one of the things that we wanted to show you, so we're going to go and we're going to enter battle with that. Also something else that I think they added, so there you go, you can see the staffs busy spawning and they're shooting projectiles at the enemies. So pretty cool that they've added in like a minion type-esque spells into the game, which is pretty cool. There are quite a few of them. They were already the necromancers, I believe, necroweavers, sorry, which spawned a minion that you could then use, which we might go to again, because I believe there's new cards in that trait, but there are more traits. I don't think Summoner is the only one, so there are these new base cards. So there's Summon Wartoad, Summon Staff, Haunting Dash, Summon Greatsword, Summon Ice Knight, Summon Flame Worm, how do you guys pronounce that? You can let me know down in the comment section. We call it a worm. And then a Summon Horror, so like a lich, I guess. So there's the Wartoad. We do get a Summon Staff as well, but we want more summoner, so we want to get the Wartoad out and in there. Let's see, we do get a second one of these. What is this? Frostcraft. And then I believe we've also got this. I don't know if this is new or not, but something that is new is that there are now buffs in the game. So there's Berserk, there's Energy Charge, and there is Blitz Charges. This is sorry, where did I see Berserk? It's Vitality Charge. That's what I was like, wait, that's weird. It's Vitality Charge, so Bulwark. It says whenever you generate this, you gain a shield. Certain spells spend it to gain bonus effects. So every 100 power, you gain 30 shield. And then there's also the energy charge, where every 100 of this, you auto cast a random spell at 25% spell power. And then your blitz charges give you attack speed for 5 seconds. So there's now buffs in the game, which is pretty cool. And just really awesome stuff like that. Awesome. Battletoad is a whirlwind-esque type summon, which is pretty cool. I like that. Summon a Wartoad, spins a sword around himself to deal damage in an area. The nice thing is we've got how much health regeneration we got, our attacks evaded, hexes deflected, how many lives we have left. We've got attack damage and then general stats over here to see what all of our stats are for the actual game. So pretty cool. Oh, there's also these over here. Shapeshifting is new as far as I know. So since I last played, shapeshifting wasn't a thing in the game. We'll have to keep that for another video, I think. And we'll have to see there. We've got Twilight and we've got Arcana. Gain additional resonance. That could be pretty good. Avaricia. So we might play Avaricia. So we'll do like 5 summons and then Avaricia. Because resonance gives you additional rewards. So we gain resonance per fight, and entering a certain amount of resonance allows you, or earning a certain amount allows you to select between randomly selected rewards. And these rewards can be really good, really strong, and really helpful. And I think it's actually worth looking into that going forward. So there's nothing here that we actually want. Gains bonus, hex deflection. We've got a plane shift over here where we land up teleporting into different locations. We do gain 1 hex deflection score per enemy hit by the spell, which is also pretty good. So we could keep that open. We do have summons, so it's not like we have to actually be standing still somewhere. But actually, I'm not going to use that. We've got the second summon staff anyway, so we'll just keep that going. I wonder if it's better to have these in different orders because they got refill, but I don't think it should matter too much in the beginning. Also, another thing that was added that I don't believe was there before, or at least I don't remember, is there's a now fast forward button, so we can fast forward the actual battle scenes if you feel like you just want to get to a certain point, or you don't want the game to run as slow. There is now the opportunity to make it run faster. Okay, so this is not the resonance, this is just something else. So whenever you level up, permanently gain 20 hex, a detection score, and 3 shop refreshes. Gain 125 resonance whenever you discard a level 2 or level 3 spell. For every two tier 3 spells you acquire, permanently gain 1 attack. I'm going to go with the Dragon Scale Sash. So we're going to gain, every time we level up, we gain shop refreshes. Over here, I'm going to take the shop refreshes. We're going to go and get that. We're going to refresh. We get a Battletoad and the Summon Knight. I'm going to have to go with the Summon Knight over here. There is the Opulent Sun. Now, this isn't... Why is there 2 different things here? Hold on. Passive, basic attacks generate 6 health. After casting 9 times, transform the spell into the Crescent Flare. Okay. Active, launch 2 projectiles towards your current enemy. Passive, basic attacks grant the spell 1 mana. Fire a volley of 6 projectiles in all directions, dealing damage. After short delay, dash towards a random enemy and pull the projectiles back to your location. So that's pretty cool. It is an Avaricia. So I'm going to grab this one. I don't know if we're going to land up getting it again, sort of thing, where I think I am going to get the other ones. There's Bear Form, Shapeshifter. I wonder if you could just put a whole lot of Shapeshifters together and see what happens. This is Arcana and Avaricia. So we're going to have Avaricia and Arcana, which will work well together. Arcana spells grant adjacent spells bonus spell power. Placed on the edge of the spell board, grant themselves all of the spell power instead. So that could be pretty good. It just means we can go and move this one over to the side. Avaricia, we gain additional resonance, which is going to be good as well. I don't think it does actually tell you it's 50% additional resonance. And then we might change this to something different, but for now it's fine. Autocast this at 25% spell power whenever you generate any charge. Right now we don't have anything that generates charges, so it's not going to do that. Launch 3 golden missiles that deal damage. Missiles revolve around you and return after short delay. So that could be quite interesting. We don't get anything else that we can use from there. But yeah, we'd want this one in the middle so that we could get the bonus spell power from everything else. Alright, so it's pretty much just orbiting projectiles around us. It doesn't look like our other... Oh, it hasn't turned into the next skill yet, that's why. After casting 9 times. So we have to wait for it to cast first to become the Crescent Flare before it gets returned to us. Okay, so now we want... I didn't get a look at what the shop was, unfortunately. Alright, let's go again with the refreshes, just because I didn't get that. There's the Eye of Spring. Whenever you deflect a hex, enemies inside of it take 10% increased damage. Gain 30 armor score for 6 seconds for every 30 spell power this casts with. And spawn a hex that is guaranteed to be deflected. I think I prefer this. Actually, it doesn't matter. Both of them are not that great. So we'll re-roll that. We get Battletoad. There's nothing else over here. There's there's one of the new skills where we get Breaker. So the spell generates 1, which can then spend to gain attack speed. And then we get another. This is also Breaker, a new card, a Cult Harbinger Breaker. While your mana orb is filling the spell, gain 20 health regen. Teleport to a random enemy, dealing damage to them. If this kills them, permanently gain 1 spell power. This is very good for right now. So we might take it, but we can't level up. We'll have to do it another time. Alright, so next level, I need to just like take a quick look at the shop, because if there's something we can use there, then I need to use it, because I want to see if we are able to get... it's better for us to level up because of this over here. So every time we level up, we gain hex deflection and 3 shop refreshes. So increase our hex deflection score, give us martial. Martial increases spell damage by a certain percentage every 10 attack damage you have. Whenever you deflect a hex, gain 1 attack damage, up to 20 attack damage in total. Gain bonus attack damage equal to the spell's mana cost. Fire an additional projectile. The closest projectile spell also gains this effect. And then 50 evasion score. Gain 4 rage whenever you evade an attack while berserking. Grant this and 2 closest spells 20 spell power. So this is pretty good. Salvo could be pretty good for the Opulent Sun or for the Crescent Flare. Nothing else is a projectile I mean, this is a projectile. Fire 1 additional projectile. I wonder if this works, if they're going to fire another projectile. Let's try. Let's see. So we're going to go for that. 2 fights in the zone spawn 3 disruptors. That's fine. Your shields are less effective. You have less hex deflection score, so I want the hex deflection. So projectile spells fire 2 less projectiles. Great. Enemy hexes add 2 mana to the cost of your attack spells. Enemy hexes are 25% larger. That's fine. You have reduced regen. That's okay. Mythical enemies heal other enemies. Okay, that's fine. And then the permanent modifier is that the hexes deal increased damage to you. So we'll go with that. We're hoping to get hex deflection anyway, so we aren't too worried about that. Now this is our resonance reward. So area spells get increased damage. We can gain XP, or we can gain health and evasion score. So I'm going to go with the health and evasion score over there. Again, I did not see what we were getting, so we're going to level up. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything decent over there. We did get this again. I might as well take it, because why not? And then we've got the gem again, so fire 1 additional projectile, and this is going to affect the closest spell that is also projectile, which should be the summon staff. So we'll see what happens there. I don't actually know if summon staff does get it. It doesn't look like it's shooting additional projectiles. Oh, because Heart of Gold is also one that's affecting the Heart of Gold. So what we can do, because it does say the closest projectile spell also gets it, we'll move this into the first position, making summon staff the closest spell. Otherwise it always, I don't know, I wonder if it considers the closest spell to be the spell to its left hand side. So here we got Bulwark, Breaker and Twilight. I'm going to re-roll that. We get Necro Weave, so summon undead minions that fight for you. I believe this counts as 2 for the tag. This also, the 2 closest attack spells gain power per active minion. For 6 seconds, basic attacks regen life. All minions gain increased damage and 1 second increased lifetime, so that's pretty cool. Mana block, the closest attack spell, reduce its spell power by 90%, auto cast it after every 3 attacks. This was quite fun. I have actually played with this before, but we're not going to be doing that one again today, so we're going to re-roll it. We get Infernum, which I'm not looking for. Gain 15 rage whenever you deflect a hex. I'm very tempted to go for the Necro Weave over here. So it does give us 1 Necro Weave. It does give us the trait. So I don't know if it does give us the trait or not. It's weird. And we're going to gain the 3 shops, because we should level up at the end of this round. So let's go with the shops over here. We're not looking for any Necro Weave or anything like that. We're just looking for more. Maybe we need to go Necro Weave instead of Averacia afterwards, so long term, because we've got 2 Averacia right now. We don't even have the 3rd summoner yet. We're still waiting to find Haunting Dash, and it is a Necro Weave. Okay, wait, let's go grab some necro weaves. So here we got... what does this do? Consume the nearest corpse to generate... No, we don't want that. We want damage. Throw 3 corpses in all directions. Yeah, we'll grab you. There we go. We got the Haunting Dash. So let's get rid... Oh, man, but I really wanted this. Okay, let's get rid of it. It's fine. Whatever. We're going to get rid of these spells. We're going to add in the Haunting Dash as well as that. So that's going to give us Necro Weave and Summoner now. What did this do again? For 6 seconds, basic attacks regenerate. Thing, spend 1 energy or blitz charge, sorry. Or we don't have a blitz charger anyway. This gives us Vitality Charger? No, he's not a... He's a Vitality Spender. It should have a... This should say Blitz Spender and Vitality Spender, because they don't actually give you the charges. Whenever an enemy haunted by the spell dies, grant the 2 closest spells 2 spell power. So this should be our first spell. It also has a very low mana. And then we should do something like that, maybe? This is a projectile. This also counts as a projectile. So it's actually going to shoot out more projectiles. So having this go first, it says whenever an enemy haunted by the spell dies, grant 2 of the closest spells, which will be these 2, additional spell power. I actually want to put that one there instead. And then dash through your current target, haunting enemies along the way for 4 seconds. Summon a wraith after dashing. So that should become very helpful. And let's see, nothing else over there. So this is a Bulwark Charger. So it gives us Bulwark. The spell generates 1 Bulwark Vitality Charge, which grants your shield upon generating. So you get 1 every time this goes off. Pretty cool. Let's keep going. I don't know what all these... I think these orbs are just the creatures. Just the area itself has crystals all over the floor. Our life is not looking very good, so we might have to go for a defensive spell. Or level up some of our spells now. But they are getting more spell power. Quite a lot of spell power, actually. Right at the end over there. Alright, I didn't see anything that we could use. We did level up, which gave us additional Hex. Hex deflect chance is now at 38%. So we're going to grab the XP gain. I've played with this before, I think, the Frostcraft skills. But we gain permanent... I don't know if it's permanent or if it's just every time we level up. Was it permanent? I don't think it was permanent. Alright, nothing over here. We got Defile, so spawn a desecrated corpse near 2 enemies. That's damage over time. It's a Vitality Spender. Not what we want. Nothing over there. And we did get an upgrade over here. So we can go for a level 2 Haunting Dash, possibly. Could have tried to get a level 3 Summon Staff, but we just haven't been seeing it enough to warrant grabbing it right now. Some random like tumbleweed of chaotic material coming through the area over there. I need more Hex deflection score. Okay, so we nearly got our resonance. We gain 2 additional attack damage for 6 seconds whenever you refill on a specific spell. Granted Martial. Basic attacks grant the spell 1 mana. Ooh. That could be very good. Your spells generate 20% more mana from sources that are not your mana orb. I like this. Your basic attacks grant the spell 1 mana. So which spell do we want going off more often? I think we want this to go off more often. Alright, level up. Nothing over here that we're looking for. Let's reroll. We finally get our summon now, Arsnart. Forgot that we actually leveled up. It's not a projectile, so it doesn't really matter. It uses 80. Actually, we'll put him at the end because he uses so much mana. Also, maybe this should go in the very front because of how much mana it uses. But it doesn't actually, I don't think it matters too much how much mana they generate. But there you go, you can see every time we auto attack, we gain 1 mana. And then the toad's going to go off before it's their turn anyway. So, doesn't get not enough mana to auto. There we go, we actually got 2 of them out that time. So, if we're lucky, we can double. Maybe we need to move the toad a little bit to the side or something. Doesn't feel like he is in the right place. Alright, gain XP. The more we level up, the more skills we can use. Alright, we get the Cutthroat Strike. That's, I thought it was a summon. I was wrong. Necro Weave. Bite a small area towards the current target, dealing damage. Corpses bitten by the spell are consumed, granting you 20% shield. Okay, maybe. We do have space for it. We do need summoner as well. We're looking for the great sword or for the worm. So let's see what comes first. We'll just grab that in case. And obviously the more spells we add, the faster or the longer it's going to take to get mana to everything. The mana orb does take time. So it skips over to each skill, filling up its mana. Something is filling up this mana. I don't know how, but it is. It's not too important as long as it actually works. Okay. Our resonance, I think this is from the resonance. Okay, generate a vitality charge on cast. That's pretty OP. Grant all spells with the same tier as the spell 10 spell power. Increase that value by 2. So we got 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. Oof. I don't know how good that's going to be, because that's going to be a 3. And then that's a 4. And then we've got a 3 and a 4 coming. And we've got another 3. So we'll have a couple of 3. Okay. Every 4 rage whenever you evade an attack while berserking, grant this and 2 of the closest spells, 20 spell power. Let's go with that. It does give us evasion score as well. Okay, ranged enemies spawn a homing missile on death, dealing 20 damage. These missiles can be evaded. Awesome. Area spells have reduced area. I mean, we do have some area spells, but not a lot. Energy. Enemy hexes deal more damage if you have an active shield. And area spells cost 5 more mana to cast. Okay, so that's not really bad. It's for one wave, or whatever you want to call it, really. We do get the ranged enemies deal that. Okay, so this is the resonance. So duplicate any 1, 2, or 3 spells 1 time, gain attack speed or gain XP. These were horrible. Thank goodness we don't have avarice. I'm going to gain the 40 XP and then we can get that. And then this is going to give us spell power to the closest spells whenever we use it. So it's actually probably better to do something like that and then put these in front like that, because this uses the least amount of mana. Something like that. And then we can put that in for the Necro Weave. We're going to re-roll here. We get another Necro Weave. Might be better. What does this do? Throw 3 core. Oh, we already got that one. What's this? That's not Necro Weave. This is also really nice to have even when you don't do anything, but we don't need shields because it's going to hurt us. That's not Necro Weave. Come on, game. We just need 1 more Necro Weave. We get a level up to our... we got Necro Weave here. The thing is, if we take it, we're going to get this, where we can summon 2 additional undead mages. Oof. Could be very good. I'm going to gamble here. We're going to take that. and it did not work out, so we didn't get the Necro Weave spell. It's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're either looking for a Summoner spell or Necro Weave spell, one or the other. Anything goes. There's a lot of spell power happening all over the place here. Okay, that went really quickly. Ah, okay, so this is now upgrades to our mastery. So this spell now counts as Arcana and Ward. The spell activates effect now grants its minions bonus without the needed to spend. Oh. That's actually really good. Oh, I'm going to take that. Then we're going to grab additional shop charges because I saw we got the Summon Greatsword in the shop. So we're going to pick that up. And then we need to make a decision over here. That's Shadowborn, Deathblade, and Seer. We get an upgrade to Necrobot. And we've got Corpse Throw again, which we could upgrade, or we can grab Harvest. Man, do we do it? It does give us a lot of summons, but what do we replace? We would replace the Summon Arsnart then. Okay, so right now we can go for 5 summoners. We get rid of that. We're going to go and level that up though, and we should be good. So we'll take the 5 summoner right now because we've got 5 summoners. The Necro Weave we can swap if we get Locust Swarm to happen, but because we don't have the Locust Swarm, I don't see a reason to grab it. We can just grab ourselves more summons or whatever the case may be in this case. I mean, both of them work interchangeably, so this one gives us 50% more damage to our summoner spells, and this one gives us additional like mages and a chance for things to happen. Okay, let's go and grab ourselves some more XP gain. Don't see anything relevant to us over here. Not worried. This one was definitely a Shadowborn game. We're definitely going to play with the Shadowborn game as well. This is what I meant with the other minion one. It was originally in the game because we did actually last time we played play with that trait. So it's not like it's a new trait or anything like that, but maybe they've moved spells around and things like that, or added new spells to the trait. But there's definitely a whole lot more of these options, like upgrades, and a whole lot of different enraged masteries or just mastery spells as well. And then the fact that we get a whole bunch of new spells and things like that as well. There wasn't a list per se to what there was that's new, but I mean, on the Steam notifications was just like 50 new spells, 30 new this, you know, like things like that. Okay, your minions gain additional 1 second of bonus lifetime. Summon 4 deflection spectrals every 8 deflection specters every 8 seconds. Whenever you cast a buff spell, lower this by 1 second. That's a buff. That's a buff. And that's a buff. So we got 3 buffs, so it's going to be every 5 seconds. Cool. That sounds good. Gain XP. Reroll. This can level up now. Awesome. Okay, we didn't get any golden spells, unfortunately. It's like my first time ever getting a golden spell. I also feel like I'm taking a whack ton of damage right now. Alright, those enemies did get taken out. I might swap the War Toad to something, not swap it like to something different. I mean, change the actual spell that's affecting it. So this over here, grants the spell 1 mana. I don't know why it's costing 20 mana where it's sitting. Oh, it's because it's an area spell. Yes. Okay, so this is actually probably better to swap out to something else. What happens if we moved it to this? 2 of the closest spells gain per active minion. Oh wait, no. We don't want that. What does this do? 10% chance of granting to all attack spells. Basic attacks grant the spell 1 mana. This needs 15 mana. This needs 10 mana. Let's go and make it the dash. Just for now. That's fine. That's Wrath, Soulwalker, Arcana, and Reaver. So there's nothing else we can add over here yet. I think we are close to the end though as well. Our DPS is really low. Okay. I was about to say, there's still enemies while we're not attacking. I don't think our hex deflection is high. I mean, it says 60% chance. That's actually pretty crazy. Ooh, please don't lose a life yet. Although, this might be the last... Well, I don't know if this is the last one, but there's certainly ones that are going to be happening over here. On cast or auto cast, consume the 2 nearest corpses. Whenever you consume a corpse, gain 2 health regeneration. We've got the salvo again, refill, and generating a vitality charge on things. So I'm going to go with the necrophage, and this will be, I think this is the last one. So you can now only recover 75% of the missing health after each fight. We're going to re-roll that, grant 40% less. Great, I can't actually re-roll, so we have to take that. Perfect. Okay, we leveled up. Projectile spells gain additional spell power. We can get more evasion score. Our evasion score is sitting on 175, so it's 47%. If we add that, it goes up to 50% chance now, so that's great. I don't think we're going to be able to level up again. As you can see, we've got that. So we could drop Summoner to grab Necrophage, but let's just see what happens. Chains of Madness, no. What is this? No. What is this? No. Nothing. Absolutely getting trashed on with our options over here. So many rerolls, and we got absolutely nothing to show for it. So that's just fantastic. Not good for us at all. Alright. Oh, I forgot to add the other... Oops. Alright, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't matter too badly. Okay, so we do get shields over there, which we don't actually want. Although now we can grab shields because there's nothing affecting us in shields. Also, our little dear toad friend over there no longer has the increased mana cost, so we can put the gem back on him. Although it is actually nice to have on the dash because that does increase our damage. So we'll keep it where it is for now. Alright, we're going to gain the rerolls. What was this one again? Uncast or autocast, consume the 2 nearest corpses. I guess that doesn't really matter which one it goes on to. Grab that. Ah, finally. Okay, so we got a Necro Weave. Do we want to go up to 1 more Necro Weave and drop down to less summoners? I mean, we could try and level up 1 more time. Oh wait, we got a summoner. Ah, Necro Weave, bye-bye. We can actually drop Necro Weave. Can we? If we find the Lich, I'll drop Necro Weave. Oh my goodness. Now we're talking. It's got 15. Wait a second. We'll do that. That's a defensive area spell. That's fine. Okay, let's put him first and summon our dragon, I guess. Doesn't look like he's doing much damage though. But we're gonna have a whole bunch of dragons on the field. or at least attempt to. We do get them to last a bit longer as well. Looks like we get like 2 out before they disappear. Sometimes we can get a 3rd if we're lucky. It really just depends. Alright, if you have at least 4 buff spells, mana block the 2 leftmost ones, gain... Ooh. Oh, otherwise gain... How many buff spells do I have? If you have at least 4... 1, 2, 3. Because that's really good. We do not have the amount that they want us to have. So our evasion just went up a whack ton. So now we've got 58% hex deflection chance, which actually goes up as we're playing. And we also gained a whole lot more there. Come on. Okay, wait. Battle Toad we don't need anymore. These are all 1 cost ones. That's already a 2-star. So add him. See, good thing we added him. Okay, you can level up. That's perfect. And we actually got the last summoner that we needed. So what are we going to swap out here? I think we get rid of the corpse throw. I don't think it's been doing anything. Let's try. Okay, well then we don't need this either. I mean, that would have been better than the throw, but anyway, we're going to add you in there. So that gives us 7 summoner, which is 75% more damage. If you have at least 3 martial spells equipped, instead summon an attack spectre. What does that mean even? Oh. Summon Softener, I need that. I don't have the mastery, but I do have, whenever you cast a refill spell, you have 50% chance to summon an armor spectre. Alright, so where do we want this to be? Summon an Eldritch Horror, fires 3 projectiles, bonus 1 projectile, increases this by 1. Okay. Let's go and put him over here, and then the worm and him can get the bonus XP over there, and then we can also say there, so additional projectiles increases this by 1, so they're going to fire 4. Perfect. Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. I see it. I see the horror. There he is over there. I do feel like our damage is a lot stronger. I don't actually know. Oh yes, it's gone up quite a fair amount since we last checked. So when we last checked, we weren't doing nearly that amount of damage. Okay, nothing over there, nothing over there. We do get that over there, that's fine. Nothing, nothing. And we get the great sword. I don't know what that is or that is, it doesn't really matter because we're not using them. So Necroweave can go bye-bye, we no longer need it at all. And we can just go on to the next battle. Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool to have had both of them. We would need to level up one more time, maybe get something that helped us level up. But because we don't have it, we're able to just use what we are using. And unfortunately, the game just suddenly ends when you do eventually get to where you were going. Your minions gain 1 second. Summon 4 deflection specters every 8 seconds, and then you can see the timer going down. And I don't know what they do, but we're on 64 hex deflection chance and 64 evasion chance. So we evade quite a lot, which is awesome. Doesn't really matter what we do here. Nothing for us. We get the Eldritch Horror. I don't think I'm not gonna bother with that. Not gonna bother with the 2 spells, even the 3 spells. Yeah, because that's already silver. Let's try and get these big ones out and about. I mean, we're nearly at the end, I believe. This is probably like the last fight that we have. But you can see our damage, we were on like 200 and then it just starts to skyrocket from there. Also because our evasion is so high, or relatively high, we are evading quite a lot and we are deflecting curses back. You can see there on the floor it's saying hex deflected, and so on and so forth. So it definitely does make a difference to your survivability. We also got the HP regen from certain things when we basic attack and things like that. There is life steal in the game, so that does help. I do wonder if there's like a strategy when you get your mastery spell, if it's worth, you know, converting into another skill typing or another trait based on what masteries you get. So that is something else that I need to look into doing. But there we go, the demo ended. Let me know what you guys think about the game. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.